Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. My friends, yesterday I said there was just one more thing left to do. And the only thing left to do is declare the victory. Declare that victory has been won, that Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. This is the 40th day of our Lenten reading challenge. We're in John chapter 20, the whole chapter really, which gives us the account of Easter. It's the last day, like I said, of our readings, and I might be tempted to say this is the end of the story. We could say we're done. We finished. We've completed the 40 days. It sounds like a good conclusion. After all, the good guy wins, and everyone lives happily ever after, right? Which is true. But I thought about those words, happily ever after. That's not really so much a conclusion, is it? It's really the beginning. Because that's what Easter is for us. Easter is not the conclusion of the story. This may be the last day of our reading challenge, but Easter is really just the beginning of a new story. You see, Easter changes everything we know that is true about the world. Everything that we think we know is true about the world today. And it signals to us that something new is in store, that something new has begun. Because think about it. If the punishment for sin has been done away with, then Easter signals a whole new way that we get to relate to our God. We don't have to be afraid of a vengeful and wrathful God anymore. Instead, now, because all that wrath has been taken by Jesus, we know that we have a God who delights in loving us and giving us life and giving us hope. If Easter is the signal that Satan has been triumphed over, that Jesus has triumphed over Satan, then we have hope and encouragement, even as we still may struggle with sin. We know now, because of Easter, that Satan's influence is temporary and partial. We may still struggle, that's true, but we know that our struggle is only for a little while, and that one day soon Satan is going to be shut up forever. And because Jesus came out of the tomb, because Jesus is no longer dead, because he is alive, then death is no longer the obstacle that we sometimes think it is. And if death is no longer the final conclusion, if death is no longer the ultimate end, but if there is still life, then our worldview has to shift. We have a new way of looking at every day. Each day, not simply another day stepping closer to the grave, but each day another day of discovery about our God, about ourselves, about our world. Another day that we'll get to understand more clearly what it is to be one of God's people as we get to do that now for eternity. Easter changes things. Easter changes everything. Easter begins a new way for us to look at our lives, to look at the world around us. So, again, congratulations on making it through all 40 days of readings, but we're not done. In fact, we're just starting. Let's begin.